I think my favourite bit of technology is probably my iPhone. It's not brilliant for making calls, but excellent little gadget and really handy to have. So I'm the Chief Information Officer at Sun Branding. I'm responsible for all of our IT infrastructure, all of our software development services, and pretty much anything with a plug. Did something horribly wrong in a previous life. I worked there previously as development manager and ran the various development teams and software units, and then made a pitch that we needed someone on a board level to look after strategy from a technology point of view. Obviously, fairly good pitch, and got the role. I think there's probably quite a lot of individual bits. I think the overall biggest kind of point of pride for me is that we've really modernised an infrastructure which had been underinvested in for a long time, and it was sort of long since oversweated. We've really modernised that and turned it into a fit-for-purpose 25th century organisational infrastructure. Technology for us is really key to what we do. Storage in particular is a challenge that we and most of our colleagues in the sort of graphics and artwork and industry face. It's growing exponentially, really fast, and we've had to make all sorts of changes to our processes, to our systems, to our procedures in order to deal with the constant growth. We're continuing the cloud migration, so we've gone from co-located infrastructure to cloud-based with Azure. That's continuing. Our security focus is continuing to grow with we've got security and edge protection, network intrusion detection and so on at the moment, and we're working pretty closely with Symantec and Insight to look at how we can extend that security approach to protect against all sorts of stuff, including accidental disclosures, probably the biggest. Keeping me awake at night is probably hacking, much the same as I think any CIO or CISO at the moment. The range of attacks and the increase in kind of attack vectors, organisations, governments and so on that are attacking us, really it's an ever-growing threat, and it's very hard to defend against. You've got to stop every attack, whereas the intruders only need to get one right. The challenge, really. We're a small business in many respects, but we're also a very large business in others. Our storage use, for example, is not that dissimilar to NASDAQ's, but we certainly don't have NASDAQ's budgets. So it's a constant challenge to deliver enterprise-grade solutions, but on an SME scale. I was going to be a doctor. I went off to med school, did a few years. Decided in the end that the 120-hour weeks really weren't for me, and then switched back to IT and discovered that I'm doing 120-hour weeks anyway.